There's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather, since my man and I ain't together. Keeps raining.
Ethel Waters was born October 31st, 1895 in the slums of Chester, Philadelphia. She was the child of a teenage rape victim, and growing up, her mother disowned her, and she was raised by her grandmother and her aunts. She was mistreated and abused by her aunts, so Waters felt as if no one raised her, and she grew up and ran wild. Waters dropped out of school early and began to work as a maid at a hotel. On one night in 1917, she sang at a party at a local bar. Jack's Keller. Two Vanderbilt producers heard her and convinced her to sign on with them. With little regret, she left her job and began her career. During her debut on the Black Vanderbilt circus, she was nicknamed Sweet Mama String Bean.
You know, I never thought I'd get a chance to appear on stage with Miss Ethel Waters. Gee.
Well, thank you, and bless you, darling.
Thank you.
But you know, I wasn't always known as Miss Ethel Waters. When I began in show business at the age of 17, during World War I was known as Sweet Mama String Beans.
Sweet Mama String Beans? Where'd you get a name like that?
Well, at that time, I was tall and skinny and was shaped like a string bean. Now, I guess I'm known and better known and shaped like a Brussels sprout.
If you think a string bean is bad, look at me. I'm shaped like a straw. And in my crowd, they...
Ethel Waters was an American blues, jazz, and gospel vocalist and actress. She frequently performed jazz, big band, and pop music on the Broadway stage and in concerts, although she began her career in the 1920s singing blues. Ethel Waters was the second African-American actress to be nominated for an Academy Award. She recorded her first two songs, The New York Glide and At the New Jump Steady Ball, in 1921 on the Cardinal record label. That same year, she was the first artist to record for Black Swan, W.C. Handy's record label. By the early 1930s, she had introduced 50 hit songs. Ethel Waters had three of her recordings inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame: Dinah in 1998, Stormy Weather in 2003, and Am I Blues in 2007. She won a Joseph Jefferson Award as Best Guest Artist in a locally produced play in 1970 for her performance in The Member of the Wedding at the Ivanhoe Theater in Chicago, Illinois. On October 15, 1953, Ethel Waters Day in New York City was designated to her by Mayor Vincent R. Imperio. There is a park named in her honor in her hometown of Chester, Pennsylvania. Ethel Waters Park is located at 3rd and Dock Streets, and a plaque reading, dedicated to the city of Chester for the enjoyment of its people, was placed there May 1st, 1972, following Ethel Waters Week, which ran from April 24th to April 30th, 1972. On April 30th, 1972, also a second Ethel Waters Day in Pennsylvania by the Governor Milton Chape. Ethel Waters was an iconic woman in her time. Waters died on September 1st, 1977 at age 80 from uterine cancer, kidney failure in Chatsworth, California.
So why should I feel discouraged? Or why should the shadows come? Why should my heart be lonely, away from heaven and home, when Jesus is my portion, my